Hello, I am ChessChuck, and today's lesson is going to focus on Rook endgame basics. Rook endgames occur most often in chess, and we are going to learn some of the most important and common positions. We are going to learn about Phillidor position, how to build a bridge in Lucena position, and some other concepts that are very important for players of all levels to know. Here is a position where you need to know how to achieve a draw when you are down a pawn in a Rook endgame. This is a famous Phillidor position, and everyone should learn it. The white king has been cut off, stuck on the first rank, and is in danger of getting checkmated if white is not careful. So the easiest way to make a draw for white is to keep the king directly in front of the pawn and the rook on the third rank by moving the rook to a3. The white rook now stands firmly on the third rank and does not allow advancement of the black king. The only way black can advance is to move the pawn up, to provide cover for the king to advance. As soon as black moves the pawn to d3, the white rook must immediately move back all the way up to a8. White is then going to check the black king, and there is no place on the board for the black king to hide. If the black king runs too far away from the pawn, the white king and rook will simply surround the black pawn and win it, forcing a draw. So remember, to draw the game, keep your king in front of your opponent's pawn, the rook on the third rank, and be patient. And now for the very famous Lucena position. Here we are going to learn how to build a bridge with a rook and king to promote our pawn. As you can see, the white king cannot get out of the way for the pawn, so initially we are going to give the black king a check with our rook on e1. Black will play king to d7, and the white rook will move to e4. Black will move their king to d6, and the white king will now get out of the path of the pawn by playing king f7. Black will start checking the white king. And now when the black rook checks the white king on g2, the white rook moves to g4, building a bridge with the king between the black rook and the white pawn. Now the white pawn promotes. And finally, in this position I need your help. I am playing with white pieces, and my opponent is about to promote his pawn. His pawn is almost there, and he is threatening a vicious move, rook to c1. Check, promoting his pawn on the next move. What should I do? The most obvious move that every beginner wants to play is king to d2, moving the king closer to the h-pawn. If white can bring the king to g2, the game will be a draw. So this looks like a draw, right? Wrong! Black has a fantastic move, rook to a1, and the game is over. White has to play rook takes pawn on h2, and the black rook will skewer the white king and rook by moving to a2. Check. Game over. So the right move is to play king to b2. This move prevents all checks and skewers that the black rook can do, and it is now stuck in front of the pawn, unable to move. The black king will start a long journey to the pawn by slowly traveling to g3 to free up the rook. Interestingly enough, white should just sit back and sip some coffee, or just move the king back and forth to a2 and b2. The coffee is needed, of course, not to fall asleep, because as soon as the black king gets to g3, the white rook must start checking the black king on g8. And as soon as the black king gets away from the pawn, the white rook returns to h8. Draw. There is nothing black can do. So remember, keep your king on a2 and b2 and the rook attacking the pawn, and you are able to get a draw. And that, my friends, is how you can use the power of the Phillidor, Lucena, and skewer in Rook endgames to dominate your opponents on the chessboard. Remember, strategy, patience, and a little bit of flair can take you a long way in this game. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more chess content. See you next time.